Rip Young Son.
Yep, old studio.
Oh, that Frost Blaze sign is awesome. I'm jealous.
Okay, so this is pretty dumb, guys. This game is pretty dumb too.
Yay, Cloud Temple playing Ramus. Are we going full Mystery Science Theater with this? Leave the commentary out.
We'll listen to it a little bit.
And the reason why is he just needs to stay out of Flame Spitter range. And
who the fuck is Muse? Muse was a player also known as Kinch, who was on CJ Frost for a little bit.
The interesting thing was that Space and Muse were always considered a duo, to the extent that, from what I understood, Space refused to play with a different support. So that's why they often were on the bench. They didn't play a lot.
And the reason why they were in this particular game is because it was known to be absolute garbage, guys.
So just to clarify, both teams did not want to face the undefeated CJ Blaze.
Yeah, we should probably look at the brackets first, just to clarify. So Frost right here, as you can see, Hermes and Madlife were the primary AD carry. Hermes was a guy who used to be on MVP Blue. I don't actually know what happened to him.
You know what the irony was? That people thought Space was better, but the word was he didn't want to play with any support other than Madlife. And then, of course, years later, the Muse, and then years later ended up with Madlife.
Yeah. So what ended up happening, guys, is so it was the last game of the group stage.
Yep.
So it's right at the bottom here. So basically, you have to imagine it right now that it was 2-2-0 for KT Rolster B, and it was 2-2-0 for CJ Frost,
and
right?
Explain also that it's best of twos.
Yeah, it's best of twos, right? So this was when the group stage was best of twos. So basically, what they were going to decide here is who was going to be the first place.
They were both 2-2-0.
Yeah. So who is going to be the first place team in this group? So as you can see, the end result of this is that Frost went to face Najin. Oh, it's Najin Sword. That's right. Okay. So as Frost went to face Najin Sword, and KT Bullets was going to face MVP Ozone. So basically,
because Najin sort of finished 4th, but people thought they were really.
But people thought they were really good. That's right. So it was MVP Ozone. People were trying to face MVP Ozone because this bracket was already set because the games had happened earlier that night.
And also, they would have faced Blaze before the final, right? So,
yes, they would have been put onto the they would have been put onto the same side as the bracket.
So they wanted to dodge Blaze and also to a lesser degree Sword.
Right. So the thing is that the way the brackets work is if you get 2, you have to face 3. If you get 1, you have to face 4. But where is Sword here? Sword had 2-0'd the KT Arrows,
who were really bad.
And then they 1-1 with MVP Ozone, 1-1 with Faker's team. This was the first season that Faker played in.
Yep.
And this is the famous Faker first game right here. Yep. This match.
Nidalee vs Kazakhs.
Yeah, Nidalee vs Kazakhs. Yep. And then they lost 2-0 to MVP Blue. That's weird. This was also the season that Sword. This was the first season Sword had Expression. No, this was Mock Noon, Watch Song, Pray Kane. So they had just won the previous season.
Yeah.
So that's why people didn't want to face them, and they still had the same roster that they had then. So this was Prey's team at the time.
Let's show some rosters. So this is also KTB's first season in Champions. I had cast them from their previous tournament.
So someday he spent a lot of time bouncing back and forth between the rosters. So Zero is on there. He now plays in China as support. Cacao, obviously.
Hero's a coach.
Hero's a coach for what, WE?
Vitamin became Reset.
Yes.
Who played in, I think, Brazil for a bit.
Yeah. This is probably pretty well known to you guys.
Look at that top laner.
On IM.
Look at
he was
that.
terrible.
Was that his first season?
Here's the thing, too. So MVP Blue was Chunju and Chunyang. So Chunju is Acorn. Chunyang is Heart, actually.
Easy Hoon.
Yep, Easy Hoon, Deft, and Flom. Flom never went anywhere after this, but Heart changed the support.
So far as I know, this is the first season for Deft, the first season for Smeb.
Yes.
It's all their first seasons, I think.
Yeah. And then Olm was the top laner. People didn't really think MVP Ozone was that big of a threat because Olm was such a trash can.
Was this the AHQ roster that had all the infamy?
Trace was on the top lane, Axine, Hoon, Promise, and Lorray. Lorray is now known as Wraith, so he's on Samsung now.
That was the tragedy roster.
Yeah.
Man, Feels like a long time ago. I guess it was.
Then SKT2, you know, they won the World Championship that year with this
Reaper!
roster. Reaper's team.
Horo!
So this is Horo,
Yay.
guys. Bielsan is Horo. Suno is in European Challenger right now. And then Raven and Starlaster no longer.
Another famous duo.
Yeah, they went away.
That's so Raven.
It was so Raven. All right, so let's get on with this.
Good times, man.
Really destroyed because he was really behind in CS.
Yeah.
And experience due to that lane. And someday.
So this is when Ignite was still a top lane summoner.
Yeah, he's going to take raids.
Yep.
Probably going to have to recall after this.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe
I don't know.
he's going to actually go into the bottom
So that
lane,
said,
and so he's going to
look
1v2, which also makes
to
sense.
look at
Same reason you would
Buddha
want
is to
use mana
watch. So it's like to watch the
Spam
quote is
undertow.
flower. So it's talking about watching flower shy, I
Having
guess. That was weird. I
Vayne in
didn't
her
really
own
catch
lane,
that. Interesting
probably a
sign.
smart idea, and they'll be able to zone out Shy a little bit as well.
Right.
How many seasons before the end was this for Cloud Templar?
And Shy ready for whatever.
This
Wolf throws at him with
was,
their claw.
I think, his last season.
Was this the season where he played Rammus but never ganked and just like double
I'm
top
pretty
lane?
sure this was his last season.
Cloud Templar's going to get that.
No, maybe
I'm
Summer
so
was
glad
his
we have
last
a Rammus
season.
player.
He may have had one more
Champions.
after this.
And he's good, too.
I think the audio's out of sync, by the way.
Been very on point so far.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Someday
like the
have a
least of
little
our
bit of tough
concerns.
time.
The game is here.
The game is
Yeah.
here
Damage that can come down
for all to
between
see.
Hymn of Valor and Expunge.
Yeah, the
I'm trying to remember if this game was quite as dumb. It's fun that we get a lane swap in this game because
He missed. He missed
it's a lot
the
different in
undertow.
time. Because
No.
remember, guys, they did so many different things. I don't even remember this
There's a
patch,
word
like
there, though, so even
what
if
the
we
deal
use
with
ducks in
that was.
push,
Whether
Western fans.
Yeah.
That in.
Whether, because remember they eventually started making the turrets stronger in the first 8 minutes of the game, and it was way before that, I think. I don't think they had done anything to the turrets at this point in
Well,
time.
so it's going to be, I think, a pretty quiet start here.
Yeah, and well, I expect
Caucus
Cloud
with
Templar
Ignite.
probably just to take his red buff,
Is this
go
the
back and then try and help out
100%
Shy.
pick ban team? No, I think this is the
Haven't
season
played
before 100% pick
The
ban
last
team.
couple of weeks.
No, I think this was the season 100%
Coming
pick
in from the
yeah.
side right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can jump into that
That's
push.
when
but
was
he can
it?
jump
Would
right
you
into
leave
the
Rapid
board.
start TF?
He could come in behind them, though. Okay, they're not backing off. They may not have noticed him on the minimap. Inside
I don't
he
exactly
goes.
know what
Just go
Insect
back.
thought he could
Someday
accomplish in
way
a
too
giant
low to
minion
engage
wave right there
Yeah,
walking
he's
through.
gonna continue to walk around.
We realized the
Yeah, that
audio's
poke
not great,
really,
but
really
it's the
hurting
best we
his
got
chances in that
by
game.
far.
It's a real big bully lane. It's going to be hard
Usually,
for
yeah.
something to stay up in this. Space taking
Yeah.
a little bit of extra damage right there, but Sona there to heal him up Shy. Getting caught by the grasping roots.
Yeah, that's something he really needs to avoid, too. I mean, one snare, and he's going to be taking a lot of hits from score.
Spirit Stone!
Just coming at him.
Yeah, so since Sunday's
right, the
next
Spirit
1-2, probably
Stone.
won't see anything spectacular in terms of
The
teleport
Ancient
gain. He
Golem
can't
and
leave that
Lizard
lane
Elder
without
items.
leaving that turret vulnerable. He's just going to be able to get back.
We
there.
did look in.
Oh, this is the season where
Also,
Spectre
it's likely
Wraith
not to
top
be
lane Vlad probably
at
had.
Yeah,
full or
yeah.
anywhere near
It's
full
Reaper.
life.
No, he didn't do that till he was on Jin Air.
Exchange could possibly
Oh, okay.
If he was, that would be so
Yeah, I think it was the
impressive.
next season. But we do have an Ezreal like building the Elder Lizard item to get the damage over time. In the second game, Scroll builds it.
The blue build.
It would be a
Yeah.
very impressive feat of
You
laning.
poke
Less
with your
impressive
Q
with
and it,
Insect
gets,
there
it
now.
applies the dot.
Templar.
There's a ward farther downriver. Okay, so they're going to know
Oh,
they've got this
All right,
ward.
good,
Now,
we got through it.
unfortunately for them, Insect, they see him in the bottom lane, and that's why Cloud Templar knows he can go up and get them. That's nice. Oh, Muse in trouble. Whoa, I can't believe they were able to do that. We need to see that replay, but...
oh! Yeah, outplay. Oh!
The minions.
Nice duel. Oh, no.
Hey, Scar.
Oh, 2 for
Skull's
2.
so
That's
young.
Sunday.
Was it
I thought
Sunday's
Space
really
escaped
young at
that
this
by
point.
Yeah, Sunday started when he was
no one could
15,
hear him
so
scream.
he was maybe
That
16
a
or
Cloud
I think he was like
Templar
15 or
clearly coming
16
into the connection on
in this
Ryu.
Didn't want to
video.
get right in turret range. And here's the teleport up into top lane right as
Yep.
Someday comes up.
That's right, Someday
All right, so
coming
KT
in,
is
trying
actually
to
playing
control
somewhat
down, look at
seriously
Trent
right now,
Trent.
which is interesting
There it is,
considering the
Trent
next
going
game.
down, giving Someday that kill. Score very low, but he's not going to take any more turret hits. Oh,
Pretty
here comes
shy,
Cloud
so, yeah.
Templar, though. Can he make something happen? He flashes in, gets the stun on Mata, but they're going to have to flash away. Malfa escaping that one.
It's a good thing we,
He did keep
we
the turret
rescued
up
these
critically
Bospops
right
today,
there,
so
though,
now they
getting
can be on
blue 3
YouTube.
summoner
God bless
spells.
us.
He had
Big
double
deal.
flash
You
and
realize how
Someday
many levels of
getting
abstraction
brought
that
into
is?
the fire by
They recorded this live.
There's a lot of true damage
To be
from
fair, it was a
Someday.
subscriber because he's recording it on best quality.
Yep.
And then it went onto a
Cloud
Chinese
Templar is
pirate
just-
site, and then we're gonna repost it on YouTube.
With not
with
even
this,
the
with this
original
guy's
call-
QQ link as well.
not even like with the original commentary
So
he
in
did, but with
meantime,
us just making jokes over the top of it.
And
man.
Muse, excuse me.
Yeah.
I really like that play that we saw from KT Rolster B right there. Sure, they had the double kill, but the fact that they could have used that.
Rapid
And
Star.
actually, Rapid Star
Oh,
coming
comes the
in.
gate. They're going to jump on this someday. Cloud Templar coming in with the
hello.
double. Someday going after Cloud Templar, though.
Oh,
His
couldn't
health
get
a
the
bit
second.
too low. Can Someday get it before he dies?
Reckless
No.
swing in.
Shot.
Man, that's how many people
Comes
used to
in
come
for
to
the kill.
League of Legends.
So they
matches
get a kill out of
before,
that first teleport, but here's
Riot made them
score.
start selling tickets
A
instead
bit
of just
a
giving
misplay
tickets for
right
free.
there by Someday.
Yeah.
Not
Well, I mean, we have more
respecting the
people there
TF
now
enough.
in quantity.
Could have had every opportunity really to walk back the tower right there and pour down.
They used to just
A little
jam
bit
it. It
more
used to be
safely,
crazy. You have to
but
wait in line at like 10 a.m. to get tickets.
That leaves us.
I mean, Riot did it
Very
for
even game.
the reason they didn't want
Really,
people
can you
queuing
expect
for
anything
hours
else?
and hours.
Space getting jumped up in.
But
He's
then the
actually going to put
Scalpers
Space
came
in
and
Cataclysm.
ruined it.
Can Insect get this kill? No way.
The Scalpers came.
Oh,
A
Space.
kill for, oh, man. The heal from
Remember
Muse,
when you could show
just
girls
barely
on
enough.
camera shots?
Yep.
Not anymore.
Space. Just the rat.
It's only League of Legends, I think. I think they actually do
He's
it for
gonna
other
have
games.
that lightning bolt shaped scar from the spear of Insect forever.
He was so good.
Equalizer
That's
coming
great.
down to push Maffa and score off a turret. Condemn on Cloud Templar, keeping him away.
This looks an awful lot like
So
last
long
week.
ago.
We saw Cloud Templar just repeatedly condemned in
Rapid
lane.
Star has a blasting
Yeah, pretty
one, could be
much, yeah.
building any item. It's probably a
So
death
right
cap,
there,
I guess.
another kind of wonky play by
You know, the
KT
old
Rolster
map,
B.
So bizarre.
the new map looks
Insect
better,
tried
but
to
the old
go
map really
right
didn't
there,
look
but
that
the fact
bad.
that Space
It was
had
a big
that
jump.
early built
It
one
was,
Cutlass,
but like I find it still very watchable.
important to his ability to
Even I think the
survive.
mini map is
Due
really
to the
easy to
life
read
steal
here.
as well as the Sona heals right there. So
Very close.
Yeah, this is when Cloud Templar would like
A
lane
tiny
on ramps all the
miscalculation
time.
to make. Here comes
Get
Cloud Templar
experience
again.
in the
Hey,
game.
what do you know? He gets condemned into the wall. Poking holes in the tires all over the place.
you know we
Cage is lucky.
Cloud Templar when he tries to gank.
By the way, guys, this match happened, I'm pretty sure, before the LCS existed. Or it was right after the LCS started.
No, it would have started.
That
This
is
is
just on
May.
another level.
That's May.
So
So LCS started in like March or February though, so it was like right after the LCS started.
But I
this is
do.
probably at the same time as
That's right.
It'll be our joke.
the LCS finals, maybe.
Centrifutile.
Season 1 of the LCS.
So
They do get it.
Cloud9 wasn't even in the
the
final.
extra pressure
Nope.
from Sunday in that
Until
top
summer.
lane did allow them to go to faster. And Sunday, in spite of his teleport,
The shy sign was a reference to the Korean drama Boys Over Flowers adaptation of the Japanese manga Hana Your Dango. The sign replaced boys with shy, so it read shy over flowers.
Okay, cool.
Swap it up.
Well,
They
thank
need
you.
to really
That
watch
was very
out for these-
helpful.
for the
Korean
very
speaker.
early team fights, though,
His
because
name is
now that Space
Oh,
has
Soga.
a little
Salt.
extra edge
Okay.
in terms of damage from the 2 kills
Japanese
from the
manga
CS,
Hana Yori
that's going to make those
Dango.
early team fights, I feel like, really
Yeah.
dangerous for KT
Namja
to
was
beat.
shy. Ah, I
Yeah,
see what
Sunday
you're saying.
really needs to get farmed up. He's very item dependent because they're
Shy over
relying
5.
on
So there you
him
go.
to
There was
break
also like
through
the
all
Flower.
CC
I didn't know if it was a
and
reference like the
chase down
Flower
Space
5 team that happened where they like put all the
Because if
pretty
they
players on
don't
one
chase
team.
down Space,
Oh, Rapid Star. He's got the red card.
Kill him,
That's
Insect.
Slow down Insect. Insect with the Cataclysm again. A
Rip
flash
the
from Rapid
flash.
Star.
And yes, the audio sync is terrible,
Getting
guys.
out of
we know,
there.
but
It's
there's
just
nothing
some
to do about
time.
Oh, good time.
And Insect
No,
really
it's
wanting
fine.
to just
It's weird.
1v1 people this game, apparently. Or
The
was-
cages, man. What do you
Well,
you remember the
yeah, I
fucking
think that was
gold
a good
generation
right
items?
They forced
Oh,
which is
man.
going to be up much later.
Sidestone's still in the game at
So
this point.
Sunday coming in on Muse. They're going all out on this. The gate is up. Is Rapid Star going to come in? No, he's solo health. Nice prevention for that ultimate there.
Yeah, Insect right there, just waiting. to
So
make
this was
a
just
play. I'm not
after
sure
the
he
League
actually
of
got the
Warm-Ups because
knock, but
they
not that
nerfed Warm-Ups
Well, I mean,
and then
the
they
ultimate's
brought
on
in
cooldown,
Blade the Ruin
so
King.
I would imagine probably,
Like
yes.
double
Flash
knife.
away
Yeah.
from Ryu. He's in a bit of trouble as Shy comes
Kill
in.
him.
The equalizer.
Yeah.
This is the
Ryu
season where
very
Zach
low,
was
Shy.
super broken.
Has he taken enough damage from the turret? Not quite. Oh,
Zach had just been
here
released, and
comes
like one of the big reasons why
And they
MVPOs
get it.
won was they
A
realized how
1-for-1.
powerful Zach
Rapid
was, and
Star
Om could play like one champion,
Like
and that champion was a
literally
really
1 HP right
broken
there.
Zach.
Yeah.
It was 1
He
to
had
5.
under 10.
And then the next
Yes,
season,
under
Insect was
10.
top
Oh,
lane.
man.
This was
So
Insect's
Rapid
last
Star,
season in the jungle.
the
for KT.
luckiest twisted fate. He
Should have banned him.
should have banned him.
They get the turret as well.
Somebody's
CJ
TPs are really
Frost.
good
Oh,
in this
but
game.
here comes Someday teleporting down, jumping on Muse.
Now this is something you almost
Scoring
never saw
everybody
at this
there.
time. The lane
They
swap
pick
with
up
the
that
TP
kill.
top laner. This was
Okay, so
actually
here's the thing about
surprisingly
what
ahead of
KT
its
Rolster
time.
B's been doing.
Yeah.
I think it was just starting around this time because in the grand final, it's Diana with
They had
teleport.
2
playing.
opportunities.
Yeah, but you could still run Ignite or top laners during this period.
And they
So
saw
KT is actually
there
not
was a
playing
hard push
totally
coming up
stupid in this
from
game.
Frost, and there was
Yet.
nothing that Frost
It's
was
also
able
worth
to
noting
stop
that at this
Someday.
point in time, Someday was nowhere near as respected as he was.
No,
He was a
not as-
complete afterthought compared
He
to
was-
Shine Flame.
Yeah. He was considered a much worse
That's
dancer.
right. They throw axes at him. That's how much
It's
they
Renekton
we
one
don't
trick.
call it the
Because
power
history
ball
will
with
remember
Cloud
him as a
Temple anymore. Now it's
legendary
swagger
top
ball.
player, but for context at this point,
Yeah, he wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
He wasn't terrible, but
Just
he was
pretend
pretty
I never
average.
said that, please.
I'm gonna
Is
try
it
to
too
correct
late?
What would the,
I can't
what
take
would
that
the
back
power
at this
ranking
point.
be
Yeah.
for this
It's
team
done.
at that point?
Forever.
It's out on the
Because
internet.
Ryu was considered second best mid
Oh,
laner.
no. What have I done?
No ambition.
Okay.
You've
It's top
created a
three,
thing
though.
of beauty.
I'm
Good
gonna need
problem.
to release some
Insect
very
was probably
embarrassing
number one.
Because
personal
you also have
things
to remember that
like
Dade had like a
cover it or
massive
something, I don't know.
playoff run. So at this
Well, look at
particular
this.
juncture, we
Insect
wouldn't have thought of Dade as a
going
god.
crazy
Because it was really
aggressive
surprising when he
driving
came out with the
with
Z and
brutal
styled on
He was like
on
an Ezreal
Blaze.
one
It's an
trick
interesting
mid.
idea. He's going to
Well,
started
his
off
TF was good too.
He was like Ezreal TF.
But his Z, you know, a champion he became known for, it was really surprising to see him pull out the Z and then 3-0
I'm liking it.
CJ Blaze in the finals. Those finals are actually really interesting still.
All right.
Insect's just going to straight up kill someone with it.
Rapid
so.
Star just dies. I guess I'm liking it too now. That was,
Immortal Skull
that
was
worked. They're
coined
going
in
to
this
lose that
season.
turret. I'm sure we're going to see a replay.
By the way, it's really interesting. I'm really fascinated by Sunday's map movements here because in this lane swap, at the time this is happening, like the fact that he's putting on so much pressure and using TP this well as Olaf is surprising
There's
to
the
me.
point where getting that
Because this looks more like
really pays off.
how you would see top
So,
lane played
I love
today.
using the shorter cooldown Cataclysm
But this was not at all
Cataclysm
common
on cooldown, so we
at
know
the time in
Rapid Star
spring
got Cataclysm
2013.
again.
Yeah.
So this is how smart Insect is. He comes.
So Twitch
and
was
he-
coming up
he
in
takes
popularity
your
in
tools
the
away from you, and
Chinese
he
league
hurts you
around this time.
later
It was
when you
also
don't
after
have
Prey
them.
had
Sounds
dumpster
very brutal.
Yeah.
Frost
He is-
with
he's
Twitch in the
Insect is a
finals,
brutal
played 3
juggler.
games of Twitch
Yeah.
to 3-0 them
He's insensitive.
in the
He's a hard
winter
mistress.
season. So
And the summer season of
Cruel mistress.
LPL, that was when
And we
Twitch
actually had
mid with
a
Annie
replay of
was a
that,
big
but
thing.
it's pretty,
There was no
it's
Annie
honestly pretty
support.
straightforward.
Yeah,
Probably
we
just
can-
went Insect, came back with
The lane swaps
Cataclysm,
mid started
trapped
getting
Rapid Star in there with Blizzard Elder, killed him with Ryu's help.
And then pretend I'm
a
yelling.
lot of the mid lane swaps were Caitlyn Sona in Korea.
Talking about somebody getting low.
Oh, Score catches Rapid Star with Kadab.
Indeed, he pins him against the wall. He's trying to. How does he do this? No, this time you're not escaping. Yes. Okay.
All right,
Finally, finally,
Wow.
Requiem finally claims a victim
Ryu.
in Rapid Star.
Ryu looks so
Simply
young.
I was
Holy shit.
Simply just a case of the wrong,
They were
wrong
young.
space
Yeah,
at the
they
wrong
were
time.
really
You
This is
could
before
see
they were
Rapid Star
aged
thought it
almost.
was safe.
Yeah.
They had a vision board in the tri-brush.
So there were a lot of
he
like
didn't
15,
anticipate
16-year-old
there would
players.
actually be
Fake it, they
that
did it
angle
16,
from
right?
Score right
Yes. And Rookie was
I admit it.
15 or 16
Well,
when he
Shy chasing after
debuted.
Insect.
Someday
Good
was
buff for
15.
him.
It's a tie. It was at Worlds at 13.
Shy
Yeah,
wants
that's
it for
true.
his own team.
It's actually
And
crazy.
Kid as well.
Which-
They're both still playing.
Probably good.
The 18-year-old,
Oh,
5,
okay.
6-year veteran.
Yeah, they had that ward there, so
Crazy.
Space just denying that back. And what a crazy game. So KT Rolster B with a tiny, tiny little
Yep,
bit of
people
lead
are
right now.
spamming the
They're
Ryu
even up on
face.
turrets. The gold lead doesn't really mean a ton right now,
Good job.
but again, I mean, it's just been a very scrappy
Bloodthirster
game.
first.
Do you remember the Wound
7
fucker?
14 minutes
It's
in.
not nice. I actually saw Wound the other day. He has 2 Overwatch teams
too
right now.
good.
Score
Doing
actually
really
gets out
well.
of turret range, like by
I
a
remember
pixel, and then
Wounds
runs
and
away, so Rapid Star can't get him. Destiny on cooldown.
Yeah.
And Score
Bloodthirster
as
that first
elusive as
vein,
ever
that
this
was the
game
double
goes.
lift.
Yeah, we are really
build.
seeing like the
Full
best
blade
mechanics
became
there is
standard.
to see. And look at this shot getting
Yeah,
jumped
she's
on by
like going
Someday.
off in this game.
Has to drop the equalizer. He's running along it. Someday taking a lot of damage.
Not that time,
Shai's
but
gonna win the
with the other
1v1.
teleports.
I don't know, man. Someday just thought he could walk on hot coals. It doesn't work like that. Failed the initiation ritual there, I guess.
Well,
Booten Chat's
with
already
no
in the game at this
MR
point.
in that situation, even though
He's got
we don't
home
see
guards.
Shy
Yeah, I'm actually
that
surprised to see that. I
Guys
forgot
yet
they
to
were in the game at
maximize
this stage.
his
Remember
his
Booten
match
Chance?
rate.
They're now a legacy thing.
The thing about the
Monty.
change to Rumble's ult was that now it doesn't do as much upfront damage, but more damage over time. So
There you go.
really
You're also
careful
talking about a
standing
patch
on
note
it
change.
long,
This is where Rumble
especially
doesn't
even
have
though
the
you're
burst
doing true damage.
damage.
You're also hurting
result.
yourself with those reckless
Oh, they
swings.
You just mentioned
they
it.
changed the damage from front loaded to.
And the blue buff. Oh, they
Remember when you
played
could just
overtime.
steal Baron from a
Yeah,
closet
yeah, yeah,
away?
yeah. You could just, or you could just snipe people from
Yeah.
like
At least it went to CJ.
Now
That
you
was
know
a
an entire
recent
screen
patch note.
away.
It was getting a little bit risky. They're going to try to push this mid lane turret now.
Yeah, you guys used to be able, because the burst damage up front from Rumble's always so high, you used to be able to just like finish people off.
I mean, it wasn't high in like big number, but it existed. It was 150, 250, 350, I'm pretty sure. Whereas now it's only the burn.
It'd be such an early dragon.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know
People
what
have
the
gone
timer is.
Home guard, teleport,
Dragon and Baron
flank
Tiger
tank.
Yeah.
added right now, but the Dragon coming back up. It'll be interesting to see how that plays.
Someday did always try and do things differently, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really is working this game, to be fair.
Score just too good. 2-0.
I didn't think we'd have actual analytical things to say about
CS.
this
We'll be
series.
done on CS, but
I think it only started getting dumb towards the end of
the
this
plays
one.
that he's making are so good. I'll give him.
And then
some
obviously it was
pocket.
really dumb in the second game.
Someday going to take the last turret in the outer ring for KT Rolster B.
Yeah, here comes
Oh,
Score,
pushed
coming
him,
around from the back.
condemned him out of
Get
the
away, it's a little bit
barrel.
crap. Oh, great knockup though. Muse with a good crescendo on Ryu. Ryu in trouble. Space claims the first kill. Looks like Rapid Star will get one as well. Here comes Requiem. Gate coming in.
Oh, that's
They're going to
fun.
try to get
Whoa,
Score. They get him with
Rapid
the
Star
gold
good
card. Oh, Score lives. Score lives, and Rapid Star falling to Someday. Score just doesn't die.
he gonna die to
Immortal Score.
He has returned.
Little
All
Yes,
hail the
returned.
immortal Score.
Gaining health.
The undying.
That's right, Score the Undying. He's like the mummy, only he doesn't have that giant mouth that's filled with flies.
I really like his decision
The
making.
mummy references.
He looked like he was in a dicey situation, caught between Space and Cloud Templar, but by condemning Cloud Templar away, and then while Space was pursuing Botha, they
What
got
items
the
were
root
there
down,
that built
and they
out
got
of
in
Zeal
that
at this
duel
point?
situation.
Yeah.
Phantom
He had to go
Phantom
kind of like
Dancer.
ult and tumble very sneakily through
just
that.
I don't
early
think
fight
Shiv
race, but
existed.
it turned out to
Think
be
it
a
was
good
just
decision.
PD?
High risk because
Triforce.
Cloud Templar was
Yeah,
right
that would
there,
be
and
Shiv and
Yeah.
he was
or,
kind
I mean,
of
PD
threading
and
the
Triforce.
needle.
I don't think
But
I don't think
definitely
Static
worked
Shiv
in the end.
existed
So,
at this point in the game.
unfortunately,
It
Dragon
wasn't too long
up
after
before.
this.
Maybe.
Cloud Templar
Do you think
was
Ionic
right.
Spark is in the game at this point?
Next
Because it was
level
Ionic
Yeah.
Spark straight into
Not going
Static
to be the
Shiv.
case in Tech
There's a
Level.
Shen in
Not
there.
getting that blue buff.
Not on this series.
No Dragon as well.
Ionic
Don't
Spark,
engage
Shen
that
only
without
item.
Ryu or Someday in
Very
position
true.
for that.
Because it was Recurve
The Wolves will suffer instead.
Health
Wow, those
Crystal.
Wolves just got
Yep.
destroyed.
That was a weird item.
Yeah, with Requiem down, they don't
We'll have to
really
see.
want
Maybe
to
it wasn't
contest.
good.
Yeah. All right, here we go again.
They want Heart of
Turn
Gold
is
back.
down.
There was no Heart of Gold in this
They're
game.
just gonna
No,
push the
I
lane.
think
It's all
Heart of
about
Gold had
the
already
lane.
been removed.
It's only
They can push
Philistone
CJs
cages
Yeah.
and then
across
side
the other side of the map.
Yeah.
They can take it. Cloud
I don't think
Templar
Heart of Gold.
charging
I
up.
think Heart of Gold was removed
Gotta go fast.
before this
But-
season.
Because you
started.
remember,
Because
because I remember the dissenting, because Korea was different to
I mean,
other
these last
regions
couple
because
days
they
on
would build
Champions have just
Sidestone
been
before
massive.
Philostone,
Yeah.
and everyone else
Not
was
in
building
terms of
Philo
one team.
into Sidestone.
Brutally
So there's
winning
two
by a
GP10s,
large
they're
margin. Just the
unique,
number of kills in
Yeah.
these games is
and
way
yeah,
higher
Korean
than
supports. Because there'd be
most
lots of
of the
games
rest
where
of the
Korean
season,
supports
so
would get
this team
Philostone in
is
like 30 minutes.
I am
So they could buy pink
extremely
wards,
entertained.
basically.
You guys are too.
Yep.
Pink wards obviously are unlimited at this point.
Well, I don't
Yep.
know what I think about this build from Insect, Noah. This is kind of crazy. For a
Was this
Jarvan
after they
build.
removed
This
oracles
is,
from the
He's
game?
got brutalizer now, I guess. Right.
No, I think it's 4 minutes.
He is one.
This is the 4 minutes. If
murderous
you
noble in
die,
this
then it
game.
goes
He is
away.
indeed.
Yeah, I believe so.
No more Mr. Nice Jarvan.
No more Mr.
No more
Tanky
friendly
utility
cataclysms.
Jarvan.
That's right.
There's only
This is
the
Yum.
Jarvan
That's right. I went when he
that
went
bursts you
Yum's
down
go
as
straight
fast as
Jarvan in this
possible.
game.
Yeah, no more.
This is the game
No
where
more
like they
dancing
really
on the
need
street.
one of them
He
Rooney
wants to stick that
Bulwark
spear
things.
through people
He went,
now.
he went Yum's go straight Jarvan.
You heard it here first, folks.
Ryu also. He
Alright, oh,
started
the
the
gate's coming
cages and
in.
now he has
No,
Philosopher's
maybe not.
Stone too, so he can stack his
Vision.
like. I mean, this is
Doesn't
kind of
say.
ridiculous. It's like
And stuff's still happening
scaling
down in Dragon, but
build on Karthus.
What? Rod of Ages
see.
tier
Cloud
double
Templar.
GP10.
Yep.
Man, he's just chasing Insect all the way back.
Look at
in.
that damage,
Oh,
though, on
he
Cloud
went too
Templar.
far.
Oh, the
The
old.
knockup Cloud Templar may pay for this. We'll see crescendo on a few members. They do manage to pick up Insect, so a jungle for a jungle. Someday coming down onto space big time. Muse can't save him. Shy coming in with a double kill.
Oh, I
Here
missed
comes
that.
Requiem. What can they get out of it? Rapids are trying to chase
Yeah,
down Score,
kill
but of course
Muse.
you're not going to kill Score.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
And Muse, can Shy save him? There's a gold card. Someday. That is it.
I like this commentary.
Insane.
live.
Yeah, this is the lagging,
Don't want to try and
lagging
make picks on
commentary.
a defensive ball program.
Run, Vayne.
It's
Oh,
lesson that KT
maybe don't.
Rolster
Oh, yeah,
B
he
just
cleansed
worked
early.
right there.
Oh, Score's running
Score.
up.
All right, so this is where you're like, okay, what is actually happening right now? Because there's no reason for him to try and run and 1v3 them when he had 0
There's been so
HP.
many people under like 10 hit points this game.
And
He wasn't
to
gonna
not
get
In
it.
general, yeah.
Also, there's 25 kills at 20 minutes, which
Score
is not
finally
common
dies.
for Korea.
Nope.
reckless score.
That's why these are exciting games.
Score way more reckless than he used to be in Champions Winter. We see him with more aggressive plays, generally speaking. But
Yeah, what
this
about
is a
these more
similar
aggressive
situation
plays?
He's
that we
building
saw
PB.
from
They're
the last
rebuilding
series,
PD.
which is one team
Yeah,
has
this is probably free
Karthus
shit. This
bait
must be Iron
combination.
Spark.
This is very dangerous after 30 minutes, especially if you actually manage to hold your towers. And they've been
Look
able
at
to
that
take
gold
dragons
they got
pretty
from
effectively
Drake.
with it
Is
as
that the
well.
Infernal
Yeah, no
Drake
kidding.
demo?
They're-
Got themselves a nice
They do. They have a turret lead.
Sweet,
They're
sweet
gold lead.
Drake
They're looking
gold.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Dragon
All
Ball,
things
I guess.
considered.
Drake's was a
Good kills
European.
on Karthus, good kills on
It was
Bait.
never actually
I mean,
part of
They
the
should
game.
feel
It's hilarious that
quite
it's come full circle and now
This is
Drake's
the
a
new
part of the
improved
game.
Cage
Yeah, well,
Rush
they did that on
This is
purpose.
why
The
they were
Europeans would actually
so
sound like they knew what they were talking about.
Looks like Frost is going to be able to take a turret, though.
Yeah, the other advantage that they have.
This game isn't so troll
yet.
yet. I mean, there are some really stupid plays that have been made, especially by KT, who has a surprisingly gold lead right now.
Oh, Cloud Templar getting caught again. Ryu, though. Not quite
Ryu
able
knows
to
what he's
keep off
doing.
That
He's
defensive ball
pumping
curl.
on gold.
Adding a lot of defenses. What do you know? That's what it does. It's in the name.
Do you remember Elise's Miracle?
And can they catch Ryu here? Insect
The
doesn't want it to happen.
400
Someday
gold
up there as
upgrade
well.
for Philosopher's
The fight
Stone
has
that
moved to
after
the
Oh,
levels
yes.
gave you like permanent HP regen and stuff.
Waiting.
I think it was already out of the game.
Loaded up on Rapid Star.
I think Philistine only built
Rip.
into Shredders.
Yeah,
Rip
this is
the
a dangerous
Udyr
position
item. What was
for
that called? Rocket?
Frost.
Yeah, Locket was
You can tell
gone
they're very
before
unsure about what they
started.
want to do here.
The only recorded match of
They're not
any
so sure if
note,
they wanna
I
engage
think, with
this.
Locket is
I
the
would
Guardsman
be.
Bob
The turret's so
War
low, I
match.
feel like they're gonna
You
try
remember
to-
that one where he like, so like Guardsman Bob became famous because in
Bot
like
lane is
the
really pushing
Demacia
it.
versus
KT Rolster B's favor as well, like our observer
game, he
showed us.
played
They can be
Locket Udyr
in that
and
top
Star
lane for
Carry.
quite a while.
That's how he became
A
famous.
couple members going back there. CJ deciding
And then
to
Locket got nerfed for it.
fight another day.
Monty discussing while Monty is shoutcasting LCK. Did I enter heaven? Can't be, it's but a TOA.
Hey, get it right. There was no LCK back then.
Yeah, it was
I'm a bit
champions.
skeptical of Insect's
OGN
abilities.
champions.
Right. The
Oh,
Monty,
sorry, Olympus.
Yeah,
OGN
yeah.
champions.
the
This
Montyception
team
is real.
really needs an Aegis. Against the
So you know what we have
I
to do,
haven't,
right?
I haven't seen this game since I cast it. By the
In
way,
10
for
years'
super
time,
fun.
when you're like
so far.
2 games removed, we'll have to VOD review this VOD.
Okay, I agree with you, Papa. We do need to do that.
We'll be in another country
That would
for
be
like
wonderful.
time too. Just like on the beach
Just
in
like,
Spain.
just like every few years, just watch these games.
Well, that's how we ensure that in the future there's always going to be on the most relevant streaming platform a VOD of this game.
The one that must be remembered.
We are the preservationists of CJ Frost.
Of the shit game.
We couldn't trust Twitch apparently.
Is it going to be the most effective? He really needs to
Damn.
take damage for his team.
Little did this guy who recorded this and then uploaded it to this
You
Chinese
mean
streaming place.
fun-lol from
Yeah.
QQ?
Big issue.
This guy, little did he know how important his work was going to be.
He's a preservationist.
Well-
He thought he was a pirate, but actually he was a preservationist. Wrong P word.
Get these like 1v1s, these 1v2s all game long. The force flashes, maybe get a kill. And this kind of is in line with that.
That's the
but as
English
game goes
version
on,
on
it's
the
going to be
Chinese stream.
less and less likely that he's going to
The old elixirs too, damn, buying them
Jarvan
early.
too, a very item-dependent champion.
Oh, there's a
Tanky
ghost
does
on
I wonder if
Shy.
this is
Trying to
before
catch
or after
Shy,
Red
gets
Sox.
Gets him with the undertoken. Shy escape here.
Is Riven even in
Score
the
coming
game
in
at
as well.
this
He's one tumble away
I
from
don't know.
condemning
I
him.
don't think
Doesn't
so.
get the
I don't
angle.
think
She obviously was
Well,
by
but
Worlds.
Shy's just getting die anyway. Oh my gosh, the
Yeah.
damage coming out of score. And here come Insect and Ryu. They're going
I
to
think
jump
the
on
Korean
space.
teams are much slower
And
in
Cloud
playing
Templar. Oh, Ryu in trouble. There's the
Yes,
Requiem.
that was on.
I think Riven's
And
out.
it doesn't end up working out. Here's the gate. They're going to come in on Insect. Cloud Templar saved
Insect.
by Rapid Star.
Run, Cloud
Now,
Templar.
the advantage to having the Spirited
Score's
Wizard
going-
right now
going
is that
deep.
it actually does true damage to Rammus when he's a defensive ball crow, which
Oh,
is a
that's
bit
true.
interesting. But it wasn't immensely effective
Red
right
pop.
there. We did see the 2-for-2 trade.
That's right. I did make a good point right there. The
The question is, will they be able to
Elder
get any
Lizard
kind of
item does
objective
true
with this?
damage burn.
And it
Yes.
looks like the answer's
So,
going to be
in
no.
defensive
Shy
ball
about to
curl, he's actually
respond,
good against
not
Rammus.
worth the risk.
Yeah, it's a
I
little bit
forgot
too
that it was
early
true
in the game
damage.
yet, but
And I really
dot
like
was
the
true
elixir
damage.
I forgot you used to
right
make
now.
good points.
No.
Because of the lack of MR.
Hey,
the
if you have
lack
to
of
point out your
on
Yeah.
KT
solid
Rolster,
I don't
commentary.
remember the
a little
fucking
bit of
game at
consistency
this time.
is worth-
I don't remember
worth the
what
gold
Spirit of the
invested on
Elder
this
Lizard
temporary
did.
item.
I do.
that can totally
Well,
make the
I remembered it
difference
had a dot
in
on
major
it.
team fight. Let's
damage
check out that replay.
Well, yes. Now I
Yeah,
remember
right
that.
there you can see Insect going in. He's also going to be able to kill space.
What's the
like
point of
Blue
knowing
was
things
built.
when
Yeah.
old me knew
Here's the
things?
problem.
I'll just listen to old me.
You had so much more clarity back then about the patch.
Requiem right there, so
I miss when we had production for the Olympus because they
Probably
actually have the
should've
camera.
waited.
Yeah.
That's
with the
cool.
replay.
died
That's
to use
cool.
that Requiem instead.
Why don't we
He's
have a
getting killed
Coke
by
Zero
poison.
bottle?
Yeah,
rotating?
quality sponsor integration by
Away with it,
OGN.
Obviously, I guess.
Wait, where does the Chinese
Well,
sponsor
here
come
we are
from?
again.
Wait, did
game.
OGN sell
it's
the
only
English
2K apart,
broadcast?
which a while
No,
ago
I think
that
this
was
was
decent. Now 38 to 40.
Yeah, this is
even. But
Hey,
the
somebody
turret
who's
lead
dancing. Who's
is
growing
not
out.
anybody's right now. It's also completely even. So
Olaf is also an extremely scary late game.
So
champion.
I'm just curious, like,
Very tanky
how
right now.
KT throws this game,
Unkillable.
because they do. I'm pretty
And
sure
because
they
he's
do
going for the
intentionally throw it
Randuins
at some
now,
point.
so
Yeah.
once he breaks that CC with Ragnarok and runs into the back line, he's just going to pop that Randuins and just keep everybody there forever. Which
This is also when TF's
a very
passive, I
scary
believe,
place
was still
for
+2 gold for everyone's
Frost.
last hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
for
TF
Space
would
to be in.
single-handedly
And
keep teams in
if they
terms
can
of gold.
avoid getting hit by Equalizer and they can stick onto space, there's not really any damage, or not a lot of damage coming out from CJ Frost. Meanwhile, on the other side of that coin is Casey Rolster B with Karthus and Vayne and Olaf.
Do you remember?
Which is
This might actually be the point, but do you
substantial
remember
amounts of
when
damage
Magic
like
Resist
here,
itemization was terrible? So
It's
you'd
stuff that's
go
gonna be
like
getting into your back
health
too,
and then
if
like
you're not
triple Negatron cloak, but have nothing to turn Negatron into.
Back to a bit of
Those are
passivity
good
in this
days.
game.
This
They've
they
kind
did
of
have
worked
Spirit
out all their
Visage in
anger.
here by
They're
this time
back to
though, so
Yes.
it wasn't as bad
Back
as
to
when
the
you just had
peaceful
Banshee's.
pursuit.
Before Spirit Visage was changed, though, it was
Yeah.
like Banshee Veil.
Well,
Yeah.
And if you were a no mana champion, it'd be just like
I mean,
triple
this is
Negatron.
a KT Rolster.
I remember when Diana was released, you go like
Frost is
AP
going
and then
to wanna
triple
fight.
Negatron.
An
And
ideal
it's
for
like, hey
Frost,
guys,
an
what's going
ideal
on
fight
here?
for Frost will result in
think
a
Abyssal
Templar
was Abyssal in the
initiation,
game?
followed by
Yes.
Equalizer, followed by
Abyssal was
Crescendo,
always
followed
in
by
the game, but
Rapid
it was
Star
considered
coming in
bad.
at an angle to pick off whoever remains.
Ryu's going to try to break this up as much as
Boom!
possible. They're going to go in on Muse, a little bit out of
Deleted.
position. The crescendo on Ryu, though, only one
Reverse
person.
deleted.
Here comes the equalizer. CJ trying to salvage this one. Never mind, Rapid Star gets that kill. Here comes Requiem. Someday just jumping onto everybody. Gets space. Look at Someday just wrecking everyone. He's finally low, though. Oh, he gets
I love how
killed
the
off.
commentators play.
Yeah.
Rapid Star getting that one, but Someday looking
No,
very scary
KT
in that
throwing.
fight anyway. A double kill for Rapid Star. So, oh, triple kill. Rapid Star. You cannot give him TF.
You can't give any.
Don't give
Korean
anyone
player.
TF. Yeah.
You can't give a Korean player TF right now. If you guys haven't been watching OGN Champions,
Remember when Monticello
we're in
passed
the
all
last
games?
day of our 5th week of competition. Our last match.
Yeah.
TF has a 100%
There were a lot fewer games back then.
That's
pick
true.
ban rate in this
Yeah, that's
tournament.
12 games per week.
12 games per week. We are now in our
This is
59th game.
Game 59.
Already
Yeah.
complaining
And
about
TF
amount of
has
games.
either been picked or banned every single game.
No, Twisted Fate has been Victor
And
banned
that's
every
why.
single game. This
Because
was the season. I thought it was the
All mid laners
season.
are
Nice.
silly good with him.
So 59 consecutive
And
games
if
of
they get a
Twisted
hold of him,
Fate,
they will
Victor
just
banned.
destroy
And then the whole playoff.
Silly billies.
Yeah, the entire season.
Look at
Because
just
I remember
like that.
complaining
CJ
about it
catching up
to
in
Ryan,
gold,
being
too.
like, why is it that a champion is 100% picked and banned for an entire fucking season? Because the thing is that the LCS didn't pick or ban TF. Because if you guys remember, like, Reggie was a TF player at this time.
Yeah.
The thing that's really killing them
So the Western teams were literally such garbage that like they couldn't even play TF properly. So
every man for
yeah,
himself
they
for
wasn't
that
100% picked and banned in LCS, and they like just didn't pay attention. So it was like 2 months of them not nerfing Twisted Fate, 2.5 months of them not nerfing Twisted Fate.
Buy your own Negatron cards.
Yeah, there weren't trinkets in this. We didn't even mention that. This was pre-trinket.
Definitely pre. Because Trinket was season 4.
Yep.
By that wall of pain gets rooted as well.
You see Oracle's Elixir too on Mafa right
That's what
here.
happens.
Do we know if
Are
it's
usually in-
limited? It might be unlimited.
No, I think the after season 2 Worlds they changed it from
To 3 or 4
to
minutes.
death only to 4 minutes.
So they have more tricks than normal to deal with this Rammus pick.
Yeah.
Which I like. I think it's interesting. You got the Bane,
I had just started casting around this time.
and you have the item.
No,
essentials
I
that
started in
allows Insect
2012.
To add a little bit to that.
I already cast the Stars War League because that was before this
You
season.
know, this
The Stars War League was
it
when
seems
Najee
like on
Swords was
the
the
KT
champion.
Rolster side, it's just like, all right,
In fact, it
guys,
was actually at the same
don't
time as
worry
this
about
season.
resistances,
part
we're
of
just
it.
going to get health. We're just going to try to just be beefier than them. Just try to live longer.
Yeah, they also just really want to assassinate someone
Yeah.
very fast with Someday and Insect and Requiem.
Old Baron looked
And
like
they'll
such
play-
shit.
Their views went down surprisingly quickly. They didn't get the world's best crescendo off, but they still managed to clean it up due to amazing positioning from Rapid Star.
He literally
He
looks
may
like a
just
glory
be able
hole
to
for
crescendo
giants.
you for just a short time anyway was enough to save.
You probably can't say that on broadcast.
Going to be picking up the red buff. Maybe we'll see if they can deny this. I don't think so. Yeah. No denial. There's the red buff. Oh, there's the red buff. There. I give up. So does Score. No red buff for him.
Like Score just leaves.
Wow.
Score has.
All right, that's a little bit embarrassing. Oh, I was like, come on, Score. We can get that red buff for you. Don't worry. Oh, never mind.
He was legitimately
double spirit visage.
right there.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, here comes Cloud Templar. There's a great equalizer. Oh, what a great flash crescendo. Insane. Cloud Templar, though, taking out Zyra right away. Someday in the back lines, trying to take down Space as much as he can. He does get him. Requiem coming in. 2 kills, 3 kills already for CJ. They're going to jump on everybody. Insect, very alone in that red bucket. He's like, I'm glad you're here with me. This is the end of all things. Oh, he gets out. He's going to jump on the Muse. The play. Insect. How does he do it?
Oh,
that was fucking troll.
He nearly got away again.
The vision was really specific there.
Yep.
No one could see him until they fully committed to
that
looking.
fight, but making up for it, it was an ace.
This was so long ago, there were no replays in the game, no sandbox mode. Like,
Yep, I know. I mean, at this point, obviously, you have to remember that League of Legends is only 3.5 years old instead of, 6.5 years old.
so they didn't have to.
So they didn't have the replay feature in the game yet. It was only 3.5 years in. I mean, it took StarCraft 2 that was released before League of Legends exactly 0 years to put in replays into the game. Yeah, 0 years. And it was a really long time.
They can layer all that CC, all that AoE, that narrow corridor. That was perfect. That was like the perfect.
Also, the save state, StarCraft 2. So if anything happened, it could.
Ironically, there were base games for Corinthians back then.
You had base flags.
And they didn't have the same level of engage in this.
To be fair, there were base flags in pre-season 2 because the winter map had flags. If you remember, because it was for the Winter Olympics, so it had all the flags for all the countries.
In this case, we're seeing the same thing.
There was never a competitive gameplay.
Yeah.
For Frost, due to the fact that they have to deal with these long range.
Baron looks so unimpressive.
And the fact that they have
That's why they don't even kill it. Like whatever. Also, pink wards are invisible.
Just to keep them at arm's length
and no limit.
Possible.
Right.
Wait.
Well,
maybe it was one per person.
Let's hide the ward.
No?
Okay,
I think it was no limit.
I think it was no limit.
I feel like we're talking about Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, poker.
Pot limit, I think it was. Pot limit.
So,
Joe, my voice is
-2. It is.
This is our 5th straight day of casting.
Our
and these games have gotten us.
All right, here's a question for you, Monty.
Yeah.
What's the name of the item next to Ninja Tabi for the Rammus?
Oh fuck!
I don't remember it either. I know what it does.
It's a health regen.
It's AoE health regen.
Yeah.
And it builds
into
into
Aegis. Yeah.
Wait, why is he? Oh, maybe it builds into Warmogs as well.
Yeah, it does. It does build in Warmogs as well.
Oh, come on, we can do this. We're not allowed to.
Emblem.
Emblem of Valor.
I think it's Emblem of Valor.
Emblem. I wouldn't have remembered unless you remembered Emblem.
And someday.
Nice.
Good job.
Someday.
That's when Aegis provided like 20 magic and health regen and stuff. And 8 AD, remember? It gave 8 attack damage randomly.
I may be more
It gave AD as well, for no reason. And it worked on minions, but the minions would have 8 AD, so your minions would push back.
I do remember that now. I do remember that now.
Oh,
Insect coming in
well,
on
actually
space,
very
and they make this work. Equalizer, really good equalizer.
Whoa.
Score in trouble,
That was
just
deletion.
of everything. And Ryu trying to do the damage, but he dies way too quickly. Someday the last man standing in that fight. And a Requiem does some damage, but Someday needs to run. Boppa there, but he's not going to really add much to this. Flashing away. Nearly another ace if they can
We
get
still
Boppa,
haven't seen the
will be.
equalizer
Either
damage.
way, the fight is over.
It may have
Boppa,
happened.
goodbye.
We didn't notice it.
The garden has been weeded.
Angry.
And
Is this the game over?
Frost, really the key to that team fight.
So Bobbiola is rapid
start. They can burst down, score
Korean.
very quickly.
Biol,
And when
I guess Bobbiola is
build is that if he doesn't
Bali
assassinate
Bio, which is
Space
like
immediately,
quick start. Biol is
he might as
star.
well have done nothing because basically Space got away, was able to spray and pray. And in that situation too, Rapid Start with a perfect TF ultimate to the side to further lock up Ryu and Score, force them down. He came in at a fantastic angle, just perpendicular to that team fight.
Shirellia's Reverie.
Because I mean,
I
the
have audio
advantage, the
issues on
positional
this
advantage
podcast.
that Twisted Fate gives
Ooh,
you in
blue
the Korean
pot.
scene right now
Nice.
is just
10%
game breaking.
CDR and
It
5
is just too
Yep.
much to be able to come in from any angle, anything that's...
I really thought the old Abyssal Scepter icon was much better.
The skull on
But
top?
they had to
yeah.
remove it because of the skull.
That's why
For
he's
China?
100% picture banned.
And then, especially once
You sure about that?
Is
Is that what
after
it
that,
is?
there's virtually no punishment.
They updated a lot of icons at the same time, but I'm pretty sure that's
probably true. I never even
as soon
thought
as you
about
kill
that.
them, or get them low
Hey,
enough
it's
that they have
Aegis.
to run. Well, maybe the other team turns on you, but by that time, usually your
Wait,
team is there too.
This
while
is
you're in
he has
Zunya's
Locket
stasis.
and Aegis.
And then they just clean
Wait,
up the
that's right,
bench,
because Locket
push
doesn't build
everyone
out of
else
Aegis
off
at
you,
this
which
time.
is
That's
what we
right.
saw in
They're
that
different
fight as
items.
well.
Yeah.
As Rabbit started
What did
to
it?
get back.
I forgot what Locket did at
You know, he
that
got
time
a
besides
little
he
bit
did.
out of the fight
Regen and
backwards,
shield.
but then
Yeah, no, I mean the
hit
active is
Zunya's.
obviously there, but
Did it build out of a
No,
GP
I'm putting you on the spot here, and I apologize.
I
but
don't
do
remember.
you have
But
the-
I don't remember
they're
either.
separate. Rune it Bold was in
It's
the
about,
CS patch.
I believe last time I saw it was
The old
between
Yomu's
65
icon
and
as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is,
really high.
in professional
actually seems
esports,
that
60 to 70% is enormous.
And look at this right now. Space opting for that Randuin Zoman.
Yeah.
He knows he's a target.
Oh, they're just getting gold card. Rapid Star Zonius, Ryu in a bit of trouble here. There's the equalizer going down. Shy coming in, Cataclysm to try to break up the fight a bit. Someday in the back lines, once again doing his job, and this is still looking good.
I mean, this is really
They just
irregular
can't put
because
enough damage
the
in.
number of kills in this
Someday
game is
gets where
pretty
he needs
fucking
to be every
ridiculous.
time, but the damage is just too high.
Well, Randuin's the perfect item for Space this game.
I guess so.
He's got tons of damage
Is that just gonna be
already,
it?
Yeah.
But with the
Maybe.
Randuin's getting that extra armor and health, and also
This
because
game
it's
wasn't as
starting to
troll as I
play
remember.
particularly
But the second one is
well,
really
confidence
troll.
out and kite more effectively with the
Rico
Randuin.
came out.
All right. I mean, the Jarvan build is sort of troll in this game.
But the dancing on the equalizer definitely happened.
And when
Yeah.
Space gets a full channel straight
I
straight
see
down
it.
on KT Rolster B, there's not really anything they can do to survive.
Well, they're going for it. There it is. The Nexus getting low. They're going to try to take on Mappa. Mappa can't get that kill.
All right, let's get to the second game because
There
that
we
one's the
are,
really
Nexus.
funny one.
Go.
All right.
We may